Hari Ram, an integral part of greeting. I think that was a way in which Ram got introduced into my heart. Honestly, to me, it also means something. Huh? And what does it mean? I thought, let me share it with you. You know, the word Ram, it means the one who resides in your heart. And what resides in our heart is awareness, is consciousness. So bringing Ram into the temple or getting it back into as a part of, happening, a festivity, a celebration, is, I think, reminding us, at least reminding me, of connecting with that energy which Ram symbolizes. Ram symbolizes righteous living to me. A life which is guided with some principles, guided by wisdom, good for an individual and good for the others. A very common name by which Ram is addressed is called Maryada Purushottam Ram. Maryada. Maryada means, let us say, limits, right? You can, so he gave us what are the limits in life, how we should live, basically, the conduct in life. You can compare this to a river which is flowing between the two banks. Okay, so these banks are the Maryada, the limits for the river. So as long as the river is flowing within its limits of Maryada, it is beautiful, it is beneficial, it produces greenery around, and it's pleasing. The moment the river crosses the Maryada of the banks, it becomes a flood and it is devastating. So that's what Maryada is. Even all countries, you can call them the boundaries of the countries, are their Maryada, right? So there are certain rules, certain laws, certain dharma to be followed, right? Say, for example, taking a visa to go to a country is a norm, isn't it? We follow it. Similarly, in our life, there are certain rules, there are certain laws of nature and a way of living, which is called as a living by dharma, which Ram proves as an example. He resided in the hearts of all, and that's why that time was called Ram Rajya. Ram Rajyata means everybody was happy. So the building of this temple is actually looking up to Ram Rajya, right? At least we can aspire for that at the level of country, world, global, and also into our hearts. I think Ram symbolizes this. Let's call it Maryadat living, or let's call it what will be the regulated living. Yeah, the right English word would be how to live regulated. A dysregulated living can never be nice. Huh? And then that also brings me to a word called dharma. So, what is this dharma? Beautiful explanation given in our ancient text is, which is commonly said, do unto others what you want them to do to you. This is dharma. So, what we expect from others for us, right, behavior wise, the same we do to others. And this is living by dharma. And that's what Lord Ram taught us. So a life which is, let us say, governed by dharma, or it's, you call it a regulated living, that person will have some qualities like sensitive to others, to their needs, will have patience, will have fortitude, will have forgiveness, right? Will have respect for all forms of life, right? Will have strength also to stand for what is right. And at the same time, compassionate by heart, pure heart, a controlled life, a one who can live with Sanyam, a control of senses, who knows how to control oneself, rather trying to control others. And basically to get inspired by the living of Lord Ram, an example of good living, right living, living wisely, and living with strength, and living with compassion, living with sensitivity. So let Ram reside in our hearts. Ramya is not just beautiful. Ramya is so beautiful that it always remains in your heart. It is always pleasing and keep us all guided.